Building champions in Raid Shadow Legends is not easy. I'm one of those players that has reached level 90 and I've been playing every day since the game has launched. With all those battles fought, I have a decent understanding on how to build certain champions, and with my resource management, efficiency approach, and budget builds in mind, I want to share what my champions look like after all this time in 2021. But before I get to that, here's a quick reminder on how you can support this channel for full-time content creation. I do play other gacha games, for example, Summoner's Glory, the only game that I know where you can actually help other players summon to get better drops. You can enter the promo code BGE during character creation to get free in-game loot. Or this other game that I can afford to play every day, and this one really feels like a mobile game because you have instant battles. You can enter the promo code Bionic before level 15 to get free in-game loot. All download links will be in the description and comment section. And today we're going to talk about DREXTHAR BLOODTWIN, another prize in the game. This one requires a little bit more work because he's locked behind the tag arena. I never did a build video on him, so this is not going to be really an updated build, rather just the build that I have finally settled with for everything I need him to do. Why do we like this guy? We have HP burn on the A1 as well as healing. We have AoE provoke on the A2. Basically, this will be 100% chance if there's already HP burn, also places 50% decreased attack. And we also have HP burn off of the passive. It increases his resistance on top of that. And then we have a fantastic increased accuracy aura for all the battles, making him very, very valuable for the Doom Tower. But DREXTHAR has a couple more things that he can do. He can hit relatively hard, not really the A1, it's one time the defense times 3, right? But the A2 is 5.2 times his defense, which means that if you want to set this guy up to nuke as a defense nuker, he could also do that. But as you will see in today's build, I did not prioritize that on this champion. Secondly, I will point this out if you guys want to have a little bit more information on the runs that I will talk about today. It is all accessible on the BGE's Doom Tower builds. This is on the welcome page of the BGE's guides. You will also have the information on DREXTHAR here, which we'll cover a little bit at the end. But if you click on this link right here, it will open up basically my playlist for all the Doom Tower stuff. For example, the Nether Spider, which we will talk about a little bit today. You also have, I believe, Sorath is probably a little bit lower down here. Iragoth is probably also in there. So basically all the runs are right there. Now let's go check out the Doom Tower, which is the #1 place that I use this champion. It all started with Sorath. So prior to the hard Doom Tower, I did not really require DREXTHAR, but then I got around to building him. I think on this specific run he had like 600 accuracy to make sure I land those HP burns. We did have a secondary HP burn champion which also had very high accuracy for this to work, and it made it into a reasonable run. We had some poisons. Then we did also the Nether Spider, actually a little bit before Sorath. DREXTHAR also in the lead here, being pretty important. And more recently on the live server, so I had done it a little bit different on the test server when I got to try out Iragoth for the first time. But here's what I have right now. So DREXTHAR in the gear that you will see today was able to pull this off. All right, so Iragoth has different stats than Sorath. In fact, it's pretty much the accuracy and the resistance that changes quite a bit, but also the speed actually. So Sorath had like what, almost 600 resistance, therefore you wanted really high accuracy for this to work. So on that original build he did not have a whole lot of resistance, but with the addition of Iragoth, it's actually the other way around. You kind of want him to have more resistance than accuracy, and there is a way to easily swap between these two builds if you would want, in a sense. Also, having more speed will always be a little bit better for Iragoth. You need it a little bit less for Sorath. Then we have the dungeons, where DREXTHAR can obviously be used, especially against the Spider's Den. I never needed DREXTHAR for this, but here is a somewhat of a build that I think I would have used, and let's take it for a spin to see how it plays out. It's obviously going to be a little bit slower than what I typically use, which is about 11 seconds, right? But overall here, DREXTHAR is our tank, so the whole point is to let the HP burn do most of the work for you, as you can see right there. And while having high resistance, you do not get the poison poison debuffs. Therefore, this guy should hopefully last a little bit longer. We could also put him in the lead to have a little bit more accuracy, which might also help, with the Lodric Falconheart, where you would get the ally protection to go on him instead. But we do have a 2-turn shield, and if we get procced like that of the Giant Slayer on the spider itself, we're not too worried. We can heal ourselves right back up, and then again the HP burn are going to do all the work here for us. Even if he dies, we sort of don't really care, so as long as we were able to tag those spiders, then we are all good, and this is about done in roughly a minute. So there you have it. DREXTHAR is also pretty important in here. Then we have, of course, the arena, where if I were to use DREXTHAR in here as well, I would definitely try to partner him with a Torment. If you don't have Torment, well, you're out of luck, but I think this combo would be absolutely amazing. So I tried to create a team here which would revolve around this combo, and I made it balanced. We have one of each affinity. We have high resistance. Let's take this for a spin. I've never tried it, to be honest, so I have no clue how this is going to play out. Okay, we got some freezes. We do have a counter to the provoke. That's kind of why I put Vergumcar in there. Let's see if we can get some of these HP burns and stuff. We do have a strip as well on Vergumcar. Very underrated champion. And aside from that, I mean, we have all the passives working for us, right? We also have right there increased defense to survive. We freeze, couple HP burns. We apply more shields. Arbiter is going to go down. She's still frozen. There you go. So you know what? I kind of like this build. I might actually just start using this on my tag arena. Let me know what you guys think about my fantastic fusions only build. All right, now that we're done with this quick showcase, let's go over the gear. He is a priority number 2 on my account, which means that I did not give him the best possible gear. Again, if I don't use a champion every single day, they usually don't get the best gear. All right, so defense, accuracy is what we really want. Defense, accuracy, resistance, speed, the whole thing, like these gloves right there. Those gloves are absolutely perfect for him. I did decide to go with HP % for the gloves. It could be defense %. Maybe then you can balance the amulet and the banner, the amulet and the ring with HP instead. It's up to you. This guy will benefit from having high defense, but you also want him to have relatively high HP as well, right? So we went with speed boots with HP %, crit rate, accuracy, and resistance again. As for the ring right here, defense and had good rolls on HP %. Waiting for better glyphs to hopefully get this even further up. And then for the amulet, we have a lot of accuracy, but also some resistance. This could be a little bit better, but I have yet to have better. And we have a resistance banner, and this is what I meant by when I'm going to face Sorath again, I'm going to probably change this to an accuracy banner instead. All right, so right now we're sitting at 230 speed, 373 resistance, which is all right-ish, 265 accuracy, good for everything I'm trying to do, and only 3.4k defense. Again, more would be better. More accuracy, more crit rate and more crit damage would be also good, but I just can't afford to do that with these stats. The skills are not done. You do not need to do the skills on this champion. And then here are the masteries with Giant Slayer as the tier 6. Also probably Life Drinker here being really important. When you're really low health, then this can kick in and help heal you back to full health. We also have a Cycle of Magic. If I were able to get the refresh accessories on him, I would do that as well. More accuracy in here. Arcane Celerity is great on this guy because of all those HP burns. Good for the spider dungeon like we saw. Evil Eye, of course, on that A1. Master Hexer and Sniper, in my opinion, are also fantastic on this champion. And now here's the summary of his stats on the spreadsheets. Again, this is all accessible on Google, guys. So DREXTHAR, priority number 2, current speed 232. I would say aim for 250 plus, mainly for Iragoth. Much like Salve the Drakes, I said try and aim for 250 or more. It will make your life a lot easier if you're just trying to complete that stage even once. It's not impossible if you have relentless set, so Salve the Drakes can come out of that and eventually gain control of the fight, but still it is going to help out. And then here are the stats. Basically the set, we have a lifesteal. I think that's sort of what I've settled with for now. High resistance, high accuracy depending on which boss you're going to face, for the Doom Tower being priority number 1. And then we have dungeons, could be useful. I don't use them in dungeons. And then for the arena, I don't currently use him in the arena, but it could work with the build that I just showed you guys. And finally, here's a quick snapshot of the Great Hall in case you guys want to compare stats. Almost done here, couple more to do up here, and then I'm all done in there. So do let me know what you think in the comments below about my DREXTHAR 2021 build. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.